FPL Gameweek 15 Top Transfers. Guys, in this video we have got a lot to cover. Top transfers in all positions, as well as taking a look at a free hit for you guys and a wild card as well. So it's round about Christmas time. As you can see, we've got a bit of Christmas fever. Let's get into it. All right guys, yes, that's right, I've had to move office just for a little while. Okay, got the little one sleeping upstairs and my wife as well, so just a disclaimer, I could disappear at any moment because my wife is ready to pop. She is highly pregnant and we're expecting very soon. So yeah, if I am not available in some weird way, not posting, you will know on all the socials, so please make sure you are following on all the socials as well as subscribe to the channel. Speaking of subscribe, if you subscribe to the channel you get 50% off of the FPL Force app. The link to the app is in the description as well as in the highlights thrown down on the actual bottom of the screen, and everything I show you here is from the FPL Force app, there to help guide you through your FPL season. So let's start off with the wild card for Game Week 15, and if you're looking to wild card, well then you can get it from the FPL Force and it will help you, guide you. And in goals we're going to start off with Raya, which makes absolute sense because Arsenal is quite frankly the only team that we can really trust when it comes to being consistent in defense. And then on the back line right now we've got a formation of 3-4-3. We have Munoz playing this game week against Fulham, who's been very well in scoring as well. We've got Dan Burn here in a good entry point playing against Burnley at home as well, and then O'Reilly, which is another pick a lot of people are trying to move to in their team as well. On the bench in the defense we do have Calafiori and Timber as well. Of course, if Gabriel was fit, then I think Calafiori would most likely be a Gabriel for me, and I just feel like when it comes to FPL right now, the best way, especially in this fixture congested time, is to have a back line which just has a lot of players who can play. I don't want any dead spots in my back line. Right now I just couldn't find any real DEFCON monsters in the back line which are worth it, because Van Dijk is just not playing, neither Senesi doing very well, you know. So that's the back line. In the midfield we have Minte, another favorite of people as well, who's also got some good fixtures in him as well right now with West Ham at home. And then we've got Bruno Guimaraes. In fact, we've got both Brunos and Fernandez in the midfield there in the team, who've also got two great fixtures as well. And honestly, Bruno Guimaraes has been performing really well, and I think another player who's just been ticking along very well. So one really worth having in your team. Bruno, of course, because Mbeumo will be out, and he's got all the routes to points and he's your way in there to Man United as well. So we also have Foden there as well, who of course has just been firing now. To be honest, I feel like we can say he's back, and yeah, just definitely worth having, and that makes my fifth spot in the midfield a dead spot there with Potts. Quite honestly, it could be anybody. There are cheaper options there in the midfield as well. Potts is on the bench. I didn't mention my second keeper, which was Dubravka. In the strike force, I have Voltemade, because I mean, looking at their fixtures, they do have Burnley now, they do have Wolves late, and I think they also have Leeds in like the next 7 fixtures, and they have Burnley again. I think Game Week 9, not 19. Game Week 15 fixtures rotate, I think Game Week 21 or Game Week 20. So worth having, I think, for the long run. Wissa is something we have to think about, but I think he'll be eased back into the team, and Voltemade has shown that he is a steady pick, in all honesty. Haaland, honestly, not a debate, nothing to really speak about there. And then Thiago there as well, quite frankly, your penalty merchant. That is the wild card for Game Week 15. Let us take a look at what the free hit would actually look like. So remember, everything here is from the FPL Force. Subscribe to the channel to get 50% off, and when you sign up and you actually take a subscription with us, we'll make sure we get you 50% off. So if you're looking to free hit for Game Week 15, well, here it is. In the goals, I do have Ramsdale, with Pope looking to be out at least until Christmas time. So I think he's definitely worth a punt for this game week, as it is a punt of a chip. Munoz against Fulham, I think there might be better options in terms of fixtures, but his form is impeccable. I don't think you can go against him right now, and Fulham isn't necessarily a bad fixture. Burn, of course, in the defense there, along with Shaw playing against Wolves. I just feel like Man United should keep a clean sheet in this game week, and right there, I think throughout the team you'll see that I am attacking that Burnley, Wolves, and West Ham as well. So yeah, basically the bottom teams. In the midfield, I have Mbeumo, I have Saka, Foden, and Bruno Fernandes. Yes, in this team I have that formidable midfield, and in this team I think I had 0.2 left in the bank. Of course, my bench is just full of like cheapies, Potts, and 3.8 defenders, Dubravka as well, so they're all really enablers to put all the money into the actual pitch. And then in the front line I have Voltemade, Haaland, and Thiago as well. I think there is a case to have Welbeck ahead of Thiago, but just knowing how many penalties that Brentford honestly just worked to get, and Thiago's honestly slotting them as well. I think as much as he's missed one, he's still very good to get those penalties and take them as well. So I would go with him. I think Tottenham are leaking goals, but it is a punty game week if you want to. Welbeck did rest in the midweek, he did come on. He is somebody that you can bring on, so worth a shout if you want to bring Welbeck in. And yeah, that is the Game Week 15 free hit team. Now let us jump to the FPL Force app, and we're gonna go straight to the top transfers, top forward transfers for Game Week 15. And number one, of course, we still have Thiago. It just makes sense when you look at his fixtures in the long run. Basically, Tottenham really favorable, Leeds at home, and then Wolves as well. I think Bournemouth is leaking goals. It still makes absolute sense, and yes, I was correct. There is a rotation with Game Week 15 and 19 fixtures. So the games that they're playing now in Game Week 15, they'll be playing again in Game Week 19. So having Tottenham again as well is pretty good, and then you also have Everton. That's like an absolute no-brainer. And honestly, at 6.7, he's definitely a good shout in the team as well. Now that takes me to the second option, which we spoke about in the wildcard, which is Danny Welbeck as well, who has good fixtures. West Ham now in 15 and 19, and then Burnley as well. Sunderland at least at home, but I think that he can definitely score as well. The two tough fixtures, of course, Liverpool and Arsenal, don't make it look all that great, which is why we have Thiago at number one. But I think if you're still looking to have another cheaper option, Danny Welbeck is definitely the option to go for as well. At number three, we do have Voltemade. I think he is worth bringing in, as much as I did mention Wissa is now on the flanks and is not going to AFCON. So I think, again, like I mentioned, they'll be bringing him in slowly. I think Voltemade's got the all more important games right now, which is Burnley ahead of him. I don't think Wissa should be coming in right now at all, especially in this highly fixture congested time. I think they'll be giving him, probably a few minutes here and there at the end of the game, when Voltemade should have done the business by then. So I think he's still worth bringing in, if you ask me. A bit more pricier than the other two options, of course, at 7.4. So if you are looking to take out Mateta and you're not happy with him, then here's your options. So let us take a look now at the top midfield transfers to get for Game Week 15, and we have the three. At number one, obvious number one, Phil Foden. Guys, he is back. What can we say? Returning in the past two game weeks as well. He's starting to chip into that goal involvement highly. So now 8.2, he's risen a lot. I think he started at 8.0 or 7.9. So yeah, I would rush to get him in if I were you, in all honesty. He is the pick, and as much as the games aren't all that great right now, I know Sunderland is a tough game. We cannot say it's all great. It's a tough game. So is Crystal Palace. It does really look good there in 17, 18. So he's still worth it, in all honesty. You know, if you're really trying to cover that City attack, he's still worth it. So I would definitely go for Foden. And then number 2, Bruno Guimaraes there. He has Burnley and then Sunderland away. Might be a bit tough, but he does have Burnley at 19 as well. And then I think Chelsea and Man United are not necessarily all that bad, considering that Chelsea will be at home, and then Man United is a bit sketchy, as you know. No offense. So again, he's been ticking along very well. 4 points here, 6 points, 8 points, 4 points. Yeah, man, I just honestly don't see. As you can see, points per 90 is 5.7. I think that's good. That's really good. 6.2 form as well. So if you're looking for almost somewhat like a set and forget, and I think he's like, if you can't go for a Declan Rice, he's what, you know, he's reminding me of that, in the sense of he might even be scoring a bit more than Declan is. So yeah, I'm definitely happy for that option. And then of course Bruno, the more expensive option in this lineup of top midfielders to bring in. I mean, I have him here of course because, you know, he's got Wolves, and later on you can see Wolves at 19 and then Leeds. Bournemouth at home is not so bad. You know, that high transitional game, he can definitely get some defcons there for you as well, even in Aston Villa. And Newcastle at home as well is also not bad. So yeah, I think Bruno is definitely a good pick to have. It really brings the question as to how the team is going to be shifting when the players of Diallo and Mbeumo move to AFCON. Of course, it could affect them, but it could affect them very well, in the sense of maybe Bruno could be pushed into one of those 10 roles or so. I highly doubt it, but he could be maybe so much more involved in pushing and getting more of those shots and box crashing as well. So one to keep an eye on, but he's still definitely a good option, you know, in my opinion. So now let us take a look at the defense. Before we do that, let us just get a quick word from the FPL Force.
Since as the FPL Force brings wisdom. Now, to learn the ways of the Force, unlock your true potential, and rise to fantasy football mastery, you must subscribe. So, hit the subscribe button below and begin your journey to fantasy football mastery. May the green arrows be with you.
Well guys, you heard it there first, there from the FPL Force. Please hit that subscribe button. Remember, you get 50% off when you subscribe to this channel and you purchase a subscription to the FPL Force app. And that everything I am getting is from the FPL Force here. So you can get all of these tools that I'm using and as well from the FPL Force app to help guide you through your FPL season. So let us continue to the defense here. Top defensive transfers, guys. Munoz, another just goal scoring defender. I think right now we're in the period where DEFCON defenders are disappearing and the attacking defenders are actually appearing. Are looking a lot more tempting. So I think him being the highest right now, highest goal scoring defender as well, and I say that in terms of FPL points, I think it's obvious. You know, he might fade away with one defender doing well here and there, but I think for me, I think even in the long run, he's a 7 forget, you know. Hopefully you had got him cheaper when I did as well, but he's 6 million right now. I think the fixtures are still good for him. He can still do well at Fulham, Leeds, Tottenham and Fulham again as well. I think the tough fixtures will definitely be Man City and maybe even Newcastle away as well. So still worth bringing in. And of course, the other Palace defenders are also there if you want to go a bit cheaper, like Gehi. I think he's good for bonus as well, over Lacroix, although Lacroix is much better in DEFCON, but I think it's fairly the same if you ask me. If you want to go cheaper, then Richards is definitely the one to go for. Then at number 2, Nico O'Reilly. Yeah, what is there to say about him? I think City are now starting to, show they've got options on the field as opposed to just Haaland being an option in the team. He's been playing minutes, really good in terms of his minutes. The only thing is City's been very leaky, which is what makes him not necessarily number 1 in my opinion. But knowing that Aït-Nouri is going to be going to AFCON, he's become a really good option now. Already having been playing so much minutes with Aït-Nouri being there already, that's like, yeah, he's a definite, 5.2, he's also risen in price from 5.0. So keep an eye out on that. And yeah, I would definitely get him. I think the fixtures are not so bad in my opinion. Then number 3, Dan Burn. Good entry point as well, as like I mentioned. I think here you could honestly go in your own way, whether it's a Malik Chow who's 0.1 cheaper, Defcon at 8.59, but I think it's fairly the same in all honesty. I just think you can't really separate them. I think the one thing that Dan Burn takes ahead of him is just being secure for minutes and not being prone to rotation at all. So that's the great thing about him. Also good on set pieces. Malik Chow's really come into that phrase as well, where he's starting to become a target there as well. So yeah, I think either way you want to go, you can get either one of these guys. I think if you just want to make sure someone is going to be playing regardless of who's back from injury, then Dan Burn's definitely the one to be bringing in there. Now, still sticking in defense, but going into goalkeeping, I'm going to quickly squiz through this one. Number 1, David Raya. Yes, he's got the high price tag on him, but I think if we think about the fact that this is the last time we'll have one free transfer, or given it one free transfer, because next game week we get given 5 free transfers. It's fine to have a goalkeeper transfer and spend that much on him as well, but remember just the fact that Arsenal is really consistent, and the goalkeeping position's one place where you don't want to be making transfers. But hey, if you ever had to make a transfer and just forget about it, it would definitely be Raya. He's definitely the man, especially with Wolves and Everton coming up as well. Ramsdale, number 2. Look, this is more so just of a punt of game week 15. As I mentioned, you get 5 free transfers. You cannot carry over this one transfer so that you have 6 free transfers in game week 16. That will not happen. You have to use this transfer now. Otherwise, you basically lose it. So I thought to myself, wow, I think you can take a punt on Ramsdale, and then you can definitely bring in a more secure goalkeeper for the long run if you want to as well. I think if you want to, you can keep him for Sunderland, but I wouldn't. I would just bring him in for Burnley as my punt, in all honesty. Another punt, if you want to take one in the goalkeeping, is Lemons, who's playing against Wolves, who honestly have had a bad record in terms of starting the Premier League. So I think Man United should be able to keep a clean sheet there. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. So that's the top goalkeepers. Now let us touch on the captaincy as well for Game 15. Now, again, we talk about this, but some of us don't do it. I don't do it. I just do it for you guys. Going against Haaland, look, top captaincy right now is Haaland. Don't go left, don't go right. Yes, there are games to go against him. This past weekend, this past game week as well, I think there were some who wanted to go against him and did. And I totally get it, the record against Fulham was there as well, but that was the thing for me, If you're going to go against Haaland, whoever you're going for needs to score 2 goals and more. And I think Brian and Boemo could do that. Even Bruno could do that in the fixture that is still needed to be played at the time of recording. Today, Man United still going to play West Ham. So I think against Wolves, you can take another punt. Sunderland is a tough game, although this is Haaland at home, so I wouldn't advise going against Haaland. But number 3 pick there, if you had to and still stick within Man City, I think Foden is now becoming the shout, considering his form as well. He is the go-to guy there in sense of, if Haaland's not scoring, and now it's weird, like you look at, oh, okay, who scored then? It's Phil Foden. Phil Foden is at least involved if he didn't score. So if you are thinking of going against Haaland, the differentials, then hey, that's what you can do. You can go for Phil Foden. One of the cool things we have here on the FPL Force is the actual FPL Force who you can chat to. There are predefined questions here you can ask them. So if you look here, I hope it's in your screens actually. No, it's not in your screens. Let's just pick it up like that. So in your screens you can see there's captaincy. Yeah, you can see all of those captaincy, transfers, player comparisons, rotation, chip usage. So if you got benching questions like I do sometimes, and I think, yo, yeah, which player should I bench this game week? So I can pick and I say ask now, and then it will actually let me know who I think I should actually start and who I should actually bench. Mateta, Mbuemo, Senesi, Dubravka. Yeah, based on recent form, makes absolute sense. They've actually been blanking, and so is Senesi as well. So yeah, I totally get that. I mean, this is the Force, you know, what can I say? Maybe the Force knows better than I do. It is here to guide me. So yeah, honestly, one of the great features that we have here. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you do want to get 50% off of your subscription to the FPL Force, and that everything I've used here is from the actual FPL Force app, so you would see all of this as well. And you get all the other features like in the command center and all, and I'll be going through that in the team selection video tomorrow. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who have you been thinking about? Who do you want to bring in? Who have I not mentioned? What are your dilemmas as well? Leave all of those in the actual comment section. I answer all my comments, and yeah, if you really want to ask me, that is the place to go. So I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, happy prepping for game week 15. Peace.